Hello, welcome. Let's make a fall Thanksgiving pumpkin decor. We're gonna make a pumpkin the hanger. You're gonna need a 3D pumpkin frame from Dollar Tree to make this the hanger, a little piece of fabric to cover the pumpkin, color of your choice. I use cloth pen to make it easier to cover the pumpkin. You're gonna need a glue gun and glue stick. Let's cover the pumpkin. To cover the pumpkin, I'm using a little piece of fabric. I place the fabric on the frame and I use the pin to hold it together. So I use the pin because it make it easier to cover the pumpkin. The first time I tried to make the pumpkin, it wasn't easy. But once I use the pin, it's make it easier when you're gonna use the glue. How big I cut the fabric? The pumpkin size when I take the measure from the back, it's about 18 by 10 inches. But the frame is not a flat form, it's a 3D form. So now I have to cut my fabric bigger than the size of the pumpkin. I cut my fabric about 22 by 16 inches. And you can see I have some fabric left inside that you can just use a scissors and cut them. This step is for the glue. So remove the pin and add the glue. I remove each pin and just add the glue, and I do the same process for all the pumpkin until the pumpkin is completely glued. And now I got my pumpkin is covered. The next step is gonna be for the stem. Um, Before I cover the stem, what I do, uh, the stem is a little short for me because I'm gonna add flowers and a bow, and I use an extension so to make it longer. You can do it that way, but if you don't wanna add the extension, you are good. Okay, but for me, I see when I put the flowers and bow, you barely see the stem of the pumpkin, so I add the little extension. And for the extension, I use a cross. I just cut a piece from a cross frame, the cross frame from Dollar Tree. Okay, I use for the stem. You can use zip ties or floral wire to attach the extension and add a little glue to secure the stem. I use a little piece of burlap to wrap the stem, but you have other options. You can use a ribbon, you can use the short cord from Dollar Tree, burlap, or, or you can use a little piece of light brown fabric. That will be great too. Okay, so now I got the pumpkin is complete. You see, you got a beautiful pumpkin. If you want, you can just add a bow or add some floral like I'm gonna do it. But if you don't want the flowers in this thing, it's gonna be very beautiful with just a little bow. And now I'm gonna just do the little floral arrangement to add to the pumpkin. What I always use different type of floral. I use berries, different kind of berries, different colors and flowers, different flowers, and I arrange them, all of them, Anyway, it's not gonna be too big for the pumpkin. So I put together the greenery, the flowers, the berries. I add a pumpkin, some small ones. I add everything together, and you make sure you do it in a way it's not gonna be too big for your pumpkin. When you finish the little arrangement, you can I just gonna use some floral wire to attach all of them together, or you can use zip ties if you have. But I have the floral wire. I just use the floral wire to attach all the flowers, everything together, and to put on the pumpkin. Now I got two pieces. I put them together and add them on the pumpkin. And I use a floral wire to attach them to the pumpkin. But you can use the zip ties or floral wire. And the final step is just add a little bow, and you have a beautiful door hanger for your door, or a Thanksgiving gift for your family and friend. And thank you for watching.